YouTube? How y'all doing? So, I just started my live. Let me tell y'all while I'm live. Because I'm bored. Why am I bored? Because I'm stuffing gifts in a bag for Father's Day. Father's Day gifts and cards. So, I just decided I'm just going to go live. I'm going to talk to y'all while I do this. So, what I'm doing is I'm packing a cup. I'm packing these nice little wet wipes for the guys. Got them at the Dollar Tree. And they got a card and they got a mask that says the legend Dad. So that's what I'm doing, y'all. And I like coming to my church because it's a calming place. It really is calming down here. My church really is a calming place. It's calming for me. I don't know if it's calming for other people, but it's calming for me. So when I get here, but I heard something back there. When I get here, I like to sit here. And I like to take care of what I got to take care of. And do what I got to do. And I enjoy it. I really do. So after I leave here, I'm going to go back over my mom's house. And I figured out what I needed to do. I made a list for me and my sister and my parents. So everybody will know when everybody's appointments are. So nobody has to worry. Which is a good thing. Thought I heard something. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, this going to end up like a Scooby-Doo mystery. If I hear something come up on me, I hear it talking, I'm going right out the door. And I'm not going to open it. Just saying. Y'all going to be laughing. Y'all going to be like, bed went straight through that wall. Because I'm scary. It has to do with my disability. Yeah, I have really been liking that song Brother Jay sing, The Quiet Place. I'm going to learn that song. And the quiet place I'll bring down. I'm going to learn that song. I already gave it to my pianist for her to learn it for me. So I'm waiting on her to do her part. And I'm going to do my part, which is sing. So, you guys know that I had the throat surgery. So the ENT, they did dismiss me. Yay. I've been dismissed by ENT, ear, nose, and throat at the VA, which is a good thing. Which I'm happy about. But, I still got a couple of snafus that I got to deal with. So, you guys, I have been listening to, hey, Daisha, how are you? I'm packing bags. I'm packing Father's Day gifts for the fathers at church so that they can have Father's Day gift on Sunday. I told you, I used to do this at my last church when I was in D.C. Every holiday, I used to give gifts. I used to be like, I used to call it the gift giving ministry. And my pastor had allotted me so much for petty cash when I was in D.C. And I used to give gifts. I used to do Mother's Day, Father's Day, Children's Day, and birthdays. Anybody who had a birthday and they were on our list, they got a gift. So as long as we had your birthday, you got a gift at my church when you were in D.C. I haven't done it here because I haven't been approved for it, and I don't have a budget for it. But I wish I did have the budget for it. Hey, True. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Actually, these are Men's Day gifts, so I can't take these. I can't take one of these gifts. These Father's Day gifts. I didn't even take a Mother's Day gift. I gave out all the Mother's Day gifts. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's not about me. It's about giving area to other people. So, you know. So I got these cards that I made. You want us to come to your party? Email me. Email me and I'll tell Stump down. I'll tell him. Even if he MC over the phone. Cause Stump down he usually don't do public appearances, sweetie. So, but just let me know and I'll let him know. Where you at, Daisha? What part of the United States? You don't have to tell me the exact state. What part of the United States? Yeah, I got some good gifts for the fathers. They got a cup. They got a card. And they got these white things right here. Rico can't be mad. What'd you say? You say he get on the phone and cuss. Cause Stump can cuss. Oh, I got enough of these little men's face things. If not, oh well. Mess around with me. I hope I do have enough. That's funny. She said she wants Stump down to come on her. But yeah, we can do that. We'll see, that'll work out well. That will work out well. We can do a video. We can have him do a video. You can play it at your party. Hey, Casey, how are you? So this is what I do, y'all. I come to the church. And I'm going to tell y'all another reason I have y'all on while I'm at the church. Rhode Island. Okay. You know what? I need to go up to Rhode Island. I got a girlfriend that live in Rhode Island. She she used to be my she was my mentor teacher when I lived in DC, and she was my mentor teacher when I worked in DC. So she was I was her high school, when I was in high school, I was her teacher's aide. Oh, thank you, Casey. Casey, didn't that young man do a good job speaking on Sunday? Oh my gosh. I see why his mom and grandparents are so proud of him. That's my little cousin. That really is my little cousin. Y'all listen, when I tell y'all go to a family church, most of the people in here is my cousin. And when I tell people he did a good job speaking, people be like, what? I'm like, no, I'm telling y'all, we got some excellence here. Y'all look, I got 2 gifts that I gotta keep separate. One for my dad and one for my pastor. The rest of these gifts can go to whomever. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Well, I ain't gonna tell y'all why, because my pastor might be looking. So we went to they had church school today, church school vacation, church school convention, vacation, like it's like a giant vacation Bible school for all the churches in the area. I didn't go. We did well, Daisha. We did well. Did you see the picture afterwards where he took me? He went and bought me some groceries, Daisha. Cause he said he had asked me for some water out my house. I was like, I ain't got no water. He was like, you ain't got no bottled water in there. He was like, I know you got a soda. I was like, I ain't got no soda. So when we got back, he went grocery shopping because he said I shouldn't be in my house without no water and sodas and food in there. I said, whatever. It didn't bother me. Sometimes it do, but it didn't. No, she not starting trouble. They should not start trouble. So that's what happened. So since my friend didn't know that I ain't had no food and stuff in my house, he always take, he'll go shopping. It ain't like he come over there all the time. I'm not his lady, Daisha. I'm not his lady. We just friends. We just been cool with each other. Look, I met him. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been about 6 or 7 years now. I've known him. Maybe longer than that. And we just been cool. I helped him do some things in reference to school. I helped him do some things in reference to start his business and stuff like that. Things like that, So when he need help doing certain things, paperwork, if he needs some paperwork done, or some help with doing some paperwork, I help him do that. Y'all see what I got on my Everyday People shirt. Hey, Corinne, how are you today? Thank y'all for stopping by. I appreciate y'all for coming to keep me company. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when I'm in the church by myself, honestly, if my uncle knew I was over here by myself, he would come over here and snatch the rest of my hair out for real. My uncle don't like me to be over here by myself. He tell me, well, my pastor don't want me here by myself neither. My pastor told me I'm supposed to be, you love in Georgia? I was down there. You know what? I should have called you when I was down there, but it was so hot. I was trying to get out of Georgia. I ain't lying. I was so hot, I thought I was going to die when I was down there the other day. But I'll be down there next week sometime because my mama want to go to Costco. So, mama want to go to Costco, But my pastor and them, they don't like me being out here by myself because they said, they worry about if somebody come, and try and attack me or something like that. Which is, they care. It's just them caring about me, which is a good thing. Because everybody don't give a flying flip-flop about you. Some people be like, I don't care if you go out there and somebody slit your throat or whatever. But they care about me around here. They worry. Your sister says she like it. It's not a bad area. KC, it's not a bad area. Let me explain to you. Okay. I'm in an area. Okay, so it's a rural area. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. But they don't, for instance, when I go and take pictures out at night, and my uncle find out I went to go and take pictures out by myself, and I didn't get somebody to go with me, he be losing it. Y'all, he lose it worse than my father do. I ain't lying. My uncle be so mad. He be like, look here, little girl. You ain't got no business running around out there in that street by yourself at night. I be like, you do remember I was a whole soldier living in a whole different country by myself. Yeah. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, I love my uncle. I love my aunt. I'm telling y'all, because, and don't get me wrong, I love my parents too. You know what? Hey, Vibrant. God will protect me. I do believe God will protect me. But I'm going to tell you, he won't come on my live, but he won't come on my live, but his daughter might see it. She ain't gonna tell him though. Or his granddaughters might see it. Now if his granddaughters see it, they might call and be like, Granddaddy, Viv out there at the church by herself, like you told her not to be. Well, I didn't even realize it was this much tissue paper in this thing. I'm gonna need the rest of this at home. So yeah, they might dime me out. Cause y'all see my cousin in here all the time. I have a cousin that come in here all the time. They'll be like, hey cuz. But then I got some other cousins that I told y'all this is a family church. So I got other cousins, they be on here watching me, and other people from church that be watching me, y'all. So I got people from church that be watching me. And the other thing is, I'm really not scared to come over here. I'm gonna tell y'all why. We got cameras in our church, and it's people that monitor the cameras. There's people that's at home right now. They monitoring the cameras, so they see what I'm doing. They see me here in the church. So I'm gonna tell you, if something was to happen, they been to call the police so quick and called over here and called me on my phone. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. I bet you they right now monitoring the outside, looking around, making sure ain't nothing going on. It's about 5 people. I used to have the cameras, but I was like, every time the door opened, it was alarming my phone. I was like, I'm not doing this. So that's where it is. And like I said, we got a lot of policemen and stuff. Nobody really is gonna bother me. I don't think nobody will bother me here. Plus, on top of that, it's these white people that live down here. So that if something happen and I scream going past them, they gonna look out their door. That man always on the porch. I don't know. And he know my car. He know most of the cars around here. So yeah. So y'all know why I ain't really scared, because I gotta be coming over here sometime. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't come down here after dark because the cemetery right next door. You know, we go to one of the family churches where they got the cemetery out there, and y'all, I'm telling y'all, if I see my cousins or my grandparents coming thrillering out the grave, y'all, I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm out this joy. I'm out this joy. If I see the you know what they say that? You know what, True? You right about that. My mama always say that. She be like, I ain't worried about the dead, I'm worried about these living folk. I'm telling y'all, if I ever come past here and I see somebody out there doing a thriller in the graveyard in the middle of the night. Now y'all know what? Believe it or not, when I lived in Germany, I used to visit the graveyard all the time. When I say I used to visit the graveyard all the time, I used to stay in the graveyard like I lived there. I ain't lying. People be like, where you going? I be like, I'm going to the graveyard to read. Y'all, the graveyard in Germany was like a park. That was the closest thing. I'm telling y'all. I used to love it. I used to go over that joint and I used to sit outside. I used to sit in the grass. They used to have headstones shaped like benches, park benches. I used to sit over there. I used to look at read the tombstones. They used to have like a lot of tombstones where people would like put candles on the tombstones and the candles would burn and they'd be so pretty. It'd be like art, a work of art. Yeah, I used to stay in the cemetery. People are like, are you okay? That's weird. They were like, are you okay? That's weird. Yeah, the graveyard. I just used to enjoy it. I enjoy it. It was so peaceful. At the time, I was in Germany. I was married to my first husband, and I had a crazy commander. And sometimes I just needed time to just get by myself and just pray, think, breathe, and just relax. Because I'm telling y'all, sometimes they got on my nerves. You know what, though? Honestly, like I said, I keep a weapon. I mean, I used to keep my weapon on me all the time. When I say all the time, I used to have my weapon on me all the time. You right. Nobody had nothing to say to me in the graveyard. It was so cool. It was just humbling and quiet. But now, I don't keep my weapon on me all the time now. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because I am that person that if I pull it out, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to pull it out and be like, what should I do? If I pull it out, like, pop, 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 pop. And I'm not going to stop till I see you laying there and not moving. So to keep me from doing that and keep me from being that way, it's just easier for me to leave it. Girl, let me tell you, the other day in Georgia, it was like 113. I was like, do Jesus. And start over again. I was like, do Jesus and start all over again. Because y'all ain't lying. It was so hot down there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I only got 19 gifts. Ain't like it's that many men anyway. I got 19 gifts and two of these one of these my dad and one of these my pastors. See, that's ridiculous. Heat index 112. Good Jesus. And you're right, El Paso, because El Paso is a dry heat. It's like that desert heat. That humidity ain't no joke. And when I went to San Antonio to see Brother Jay that year, y'all, I was like, I ain't lying. I was like, what kind of heat is this? Y'all, it was ridiculous heat down there. I was like, it ain't even supposed to be this hot in Texas. Y'all, I ain't lying. It was so hot out there. Even the devil was walking around with a fan. That's how hot it was down there. Desert sand do be hot. Desert sand do be hot. But I'm going to tell you, I can take a dry heat way better than I can take a humidity. A heat with humidity. I'm going to tell y'all one of the hottest places in America, in the world. I'm going to tell you, the kind of heat that I hated the worst, and I hate the worst, y'all went to Mexico. I went to Cancun. And I went to Cancun in June. Y'all, I ain't lying. I was like, God, I don't know what is going on here. Y'all, that was some of the worst heat I ever felt in my life. It was like, God, I don't know what you got going on down in this joint, but it was ridiculous. Would you say you think the desert catches on fire? I don't think the desert catch on fire by itself. I think it do be hot in the desert. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you, this is what I'm up in here doing now. I'm up in the church packing Father's Day gifts. But I'm telling you, I went to Cancun, Mexico. It was so hot down there, y'all. I was like, God, I don't know what's going on here. I got to get out of here. That's how hot it was. That's what they used to. That's what we used to call Fort Irwin at the NTC, the sandbox, because it was like a big sandbox. All right, so these last two gifts are for my pastor and my dad. Everybody, I got another one. Hey, I found one more. So I got one more gift. Yay! One more gift for one more person. See that? Dang. Y'all don't know why PetSmart trying to give me stuff. And they don't even be trying to give it to you. They be like, here, come to PetSmart and get some gifts for your dogs. Oh yeah, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did do. I got some. I did get some props. I am going to do the swimsuit. What you call them? Soon. Like, I'm thinking about doing it tonight. I got some props for the swimsuit video. So I'm gonna be like this with my swimsuit on. Then I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna do the video inside and out. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna model the swimsuits, and then I'm gonna go outside. I am. I'm gonna do the swim. I'm gonna do the swimsuit haul today. I'm gonna do the video, and then what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna put that. You know what? I am gonna put the swimsuit haul on my backup channel, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm putting the swimsuit haul on my backup channel. Cause my elder might see this, and I don't need him seeing all this sexy body. I didn't get a pool, but I got a pool. you see, you'll see. You gonna be. I kind of did it so it could be laughter. Hey, youngest sibling, how are you? I did it the way I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be kind of like funny. The video is gonna be kind of funny. You're gonna have a chuckle off of it. So. Look up. Y'all, why my bag fell on the floor? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So what are everybody doing out there today? Anybody got any plans for their daddy? For Father's Day? I asked my daddy what he want for Father's Day. Y'all know what my father told me? Nothing. I don't want nothing. Y'all buy me too much now anyway. I said, well, squeeze me. I'm sorry, dude. I promise you, I won't buy you a thing. He didn't have to tell me but once. But I said I was going to go get him some scratch-off tickets. But I ain't get him no scratch-off tickets. Y'all know why? Because I'm not. Because he told me don't get him nothing. He said he tired of us buying him stuff. And I understand why he say that. Because he said he got a bunch of shirts. He got a bunch of ties. He got a bunch of suits. He got shoes, socks. He said he got enough stuff that he ain't going to be able to wear it for the rest of his life. I'm like, you would if you come to church every Sunday, you would. So that's what I want him to do. I want him to wear it. Because he got shirts, like my cousins and stuff. They used to give him shirts and stuff. Like real cute little shirts and tie. Y'all know how it is. Gotta seal that one up. That one right, Janice. So that way, hopefully, nobody will take two that got names on them. You said get him the scratch offs? I might get him some scratch offs. I might get him some scratch offs. I might. Yeah, I'm telling y'all. My daddy is so cool. He is so cool. He was at work today. Y'all, all right, so my daddy like to go outside and he walk up and down the road and he collect cans. I don't even know why. I don't know why, but my daddy likes to hey Bellador, how are you? So my dad likes to walk the roads. He walks and picks up cans. I don't know why, y'all. I be telling him he don't need to pick up cans, but it gives him exercise. He do like 10 miles a day. But y'all, the other day was like 113 outside. I caught him outside. I was like, what you doing? He was like, I was like, get in the house. Get in the house. He was like, I'm going home now. He didn't expect me to see him, y'all. I was like, you got water? He was like, I got water. Here you go right here. He was showing me his water. Yeah, I screamed at him. I think I scared my daddy to death. What you doing? He was like, I am. I'm going to get him the tickets. I am going to get him the tickets. Hey, Janice James, how you doing? I am going to get him the tickets. Would you say sit or a spray bottle? Okay, y'all. All right, so for those of you who watch Bruh J, how many of y'all seen Bruh J come back? The new improved slimmer Bruh J come back last night. I was laughing. I said, look at him. I said, Bruh J done lost some weight. Amen, hallelujah. And Bellador, his stuff is on the way to him. So don't worry. I guess he'll do a reveal when he get it. I'm gonna tell you, it's my fault. Y'all been dealing with mama and her thing, her shenanigans. Y'all know my mama and her shenanigans. She just be doing her thing. So I made these masks right here for the men. It say the man, the myth, the legend, Dad. I made those for them. Yeah, he came back. He was on last night. He said, hi, everybody. I just checked it. People was like, oh, my God, it's Brother Jay. And all the people that was talking about him, I said, look at these folks. They was up there talking about him. And they all coming back. And y'all see this? It's called post-workout face body cleansing wipes. White eucalyptus and what? And vitamins with eucalyptus and vitamin C. It's for men. So that's the other gifts I got for them. You're welcome. So y'all, that's what I did. So I did all of these gifts. These gifts are gonna be good because we ain't got that many men in here. It ain't no need of me making a whole bunch of gifts for a whole bunch of men that might or might not show up at church Sunday. But if anybody else extra show up, I'll give one of these. And then I'm gonna tell y'all, okay, so next month we got our revival coming up. Y'all, I love revival time. Y'all, I know the first night and the third night is gonna be awesome. The second night gonna be good too. I hope it's quiet calm. What's the name of the pastor that was singing at the beginning of this live? Y'all listen. Y'all hear the phone ringing. Somebody, didn't I tell y'all somebody will call down here and see what's going on? Told y'all these people don't be playing. They gonna call and check on me. Hello? Zion Chapel? Hello? Hello? Or was that one of y'all out there playing on the phone? If it was, praise the Lord and hallelujah. Thank you. Praise the Lord, hallelujah, and thank you. Just because I don't got my gun don't mean I ain't got no weapon. Boop. Catch. Go to the Dollar Tree and get some earplugs. Oh, you say women talk too much. That ain't cool. So y'all know what I want to do? I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do. My next thing is, next thing I'm going to be doing, y'all, is y'all going to be like, Vivian. Because this is what my next thing I'm going to start doing. I used to play. So that's what I'm going to start doing. We do got a rotary phone, girl. We do. This is an old church. I'm telling y'all, this is an old church. Y'all, we just got speakers in here. Look, we just put speakers up in our church. We just got speakers up on the wall. We just got surround sound. That's what we do. I need to see if I got my notes here for Sunday. I'm gonna play for y'all when I get a lot better. I need to start practice again. I do have a piano in my house. I got a piano and I got 2 keyboards, 2 electric keyboards. When my girlfriend's husband passed away, which was my friend too, he was my good friend. He was like my brother. He gave me his keyboard. He left me 2 keyboards. And yeah. And I appreciated it. And I'm telling you, the church is not, I'm going to tell y'all, this church right here is a good church because I'm going to tell y'all, it was actually our church was built by the members. Our members actually built our church. I'm going to turn the camera around so y'all can look at the whole church because y'all don't usually see the whole church. But the members actually built the church. The members actually built the church. Let me see. And one of these, I think my granddad and my grandparents, I think my auntie and them donated this in lieu of my grandparents. And the chairs and everything. So we got a nice church. It's not a big church, but it's a small church. The High Place. That's the name of that song that Jay Wilson be singing. Let me see if it's over here. If it's over here, I'll sing. Because that's the song I'm learning now. Or did she take it home with her? She probably took it home with her so she can learn it. Because the pianist is supposed to be learning it. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we got so much stuff over here on the piano. I be laughing because she always be like, Viv, I need such and such. I be looking like Gracefully Broken, Better Days. I did Better Days. She got so much music over here because that's all we do. Y'all see this notebook right here? I'm going to show it to you. See that notebook right there? I gave them a notebook, something like this. A binder, something like this, full of music. You talk about the song for Brother Jay. In the high place, I'll bring down. That's the song, The High Place. That's the name of the song, The High Place. So you only know the song from Brother Jay. You know what, Corinne? Let me tell you. It's like when I came to this church, I'm gonna tell y'all how they found out I could sing. Okay, so before I actually started coming here, before I became a member, I'm gonna show y'all where I used to sit at. I used to come in and I used to sit way back there in the back. And one day the lady that was playing the piano on Sunday, I came down and they were singing, I think it was No Not One. No Not One, No Not One. Jesus knows all about our struggles. He will guide us till the day is done. There's not a friend like the lowly Jesus. No, not one. No, not one. So I think I was singing that song. I think that was a song. And she was like, who is that back there singing? Y'all, she turned around. She was like, who is that back there singing? And I was like, I stopped. And she was like, you. She was like, you got a very nice voice. I was like, thank you. She was like, can you come up and sing? They was like, that's Reverend Jenner's daughter. And she was like, can you come up and sing something for us? And I was looking like, I don't know what to sing. And it's a song that my dad loves that I used to sing all the time. Somewhere around the throne of God. I went to the house where I used to live. The grass had grown up and covered up the door. Someone across the street said, whom do you seek? For no one lives there anymore. I went to the church where I used to go. The preacher was still there, and he met me at the door. He said, I know who you are, and I know who you are looking for. For they don't come here anymore. For they are somewhere around the throne of God. They are somewhere around the throne of God. I'll keep searching and searching till one day I will find them. They are somewhere around God's throne. That's my daddy's song, y'all. So I did that song. He loved the Consolers. My daddy loved that song. And he loved Give Me My Flowers. Give me my flowers while I'm still here. He loved that song. So he loved the Consolers. So I sang that song. And then when I came back to live, I actually wasn't going to sing, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all, I really didn't. I really wasn't going to do nothing. I'm going to tell y'all, I came here and I sat for about a good 6 months. Y'all, when I tell y'all I sat for a good 6 months, I sat for a good 6 months. They be like, can you join the choir? I be like, I can't. I wouldn't join the choir. I wouldn't do nothing. I just sat and I just listened. And I was like, no, y'all gonna stop asking me to join the choir because that ain't the only ministry y'all got here. I'm like, y'all gotta have some ministry information. I said, would you say, sing Walk With Me for your mama? Walk with me. Let me see. Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me. That's my uncle's song. Oh, girl. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, I got emotional there because I'm gonna tell y'all why. June 6th was my brother's birthday, but that's also the day that we found my uncle that used to sing that song all the time. We found him passed away in his house. And I remember I sang at my other uncle's funeral, and my uncle busted up. That particular uncle busted up as I was singing and snatched the microphone and started singing. He started singing, and they was like, "What is he doing?" They were like laughing. But I love y'all. This uncle, this was the uncle, y'all. I ain't lying. He would come in here and he would sing. Ooh, my uncle would sing. He was married to a minister. Y'all, ooh, my uncle would sing. Oh my God, my uncle would sing. And my uncle would get out there on the porch and smoke him a cigarette and say, GD, I gotta take these shoes off. They got my feet hurt. Y'all ain't lying. Y'all know everybody got that drunk uncle that's in the family. That was my Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew was so funny. Everybody, I'm telling you, everybody that see me, they be like, "What, Jennings? Was Andrew your uncle?" Be like, "Yeah." They be like, "Man, Drew didn't care. Whatever came up, came out." y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, this was the uncle that was this was the uncle that when his brother died, him and his sister who were minister, they was about to get put out the funeral home. He was cussing his sister out in a funeral home. In a funeral home. They was like, if y'all don't get out of here, we about to call the police. They got mad at each other. They started fussing. He cussed her out the funeral home. I was like, y'all, he didn't care. But he knew the Bible, y'all. He knew the Bible. He was so smart. He was so smart. He could pick up anything and read it. When I say anything, I mean, if he told you it was so, it was so. And if you didn't believe him, he'll go to the library. He had a lot. Y'all, how many old men you know got a library card? He had a library card. He would go to the library and get the book, check the book out, and he had to show you. Look, I told you this would have said right here. This would have said right here. I'm not arguing with drunk people. I'm not arguing with drunk uncles. He'd be like, ain't nobody drunk. But that was him, y'all. That was him. That was my Uncle Andrew. Me and him, we used to stay into it. But he was a good guy, though. He was funny. He loved the library, too. He loved the library. When I say he loved the library, this man, and he didn't care what he put his hands on. Whatever he put his hands on, it was like he had a photographic memory. It was like he had a photographic memory. Whatever he put his hands on and read it. Yes, I vote. We voted on the 14th. I voted. I took mom. Mom was like, I want to go vote. Y'all, my mama couldn't even see the screen because she had went to the eye doctor that day, so she couldn't even see the screen. But she went to go vote. I read it to her, and I read it to her, and I read the names because you know you can't touch it. But I did. I did that, and I read it to her, and she was like, okay, boom. And she picked out the ones that she wanted. So that's cool. So tomorrow, you guys, is Juneteenth. Y'all know Juneteenth is this weekend. So tomorrow is Saturday. So tomorrow we're having a Juneteenth parade here in town. And yours truly get to go down and help out. I don't know exactly what they want me to. They want me to help line up the people and the people in the parade. So I'll be going down there for Juneteenth tomorrow. And I'll be going down there to do the Juneteenth parade. I think that's going to be fun. I think it'll be fun. Yeah. You right about that. Take a look. It's in the book. They always said if they wanted to hide something from black people, put it in the book. I'm gonna tell you, they used to get mad at me in the I used to tell them in the military. I say, I used to tell them all the time. So you telling me that's what their regulation said? They be like, yeah, that's what it say. I'll go get them ARs and read it for myself. I beat them with their own words. They be like, I can't believe she actually went and read the AR. Yes, I did went and read the I went and read the regulation. You shouldn't have lied. You lied about it. Well, if you stop voting, you can't talk about the country and stuff what's going on. Honey, let me tell you, I voted in the primary. I voted here. So we were able to, it was like our primary here. And I did what I had to do, honey. I did what I had to do. And like I said, my mother is 90, y'all. She said, it took me a long time to get this. And she said, I'm going to vote. She said, now you can either take me or I can take the car on my own. I'll take you. Y'all, and my thing is, who am I to not go vote if my mother 90 and she like, we gotta go vote. Now my sister, I don't know if my sister went to go vote or not. That ain't my business. I told her that the place was open. And I told her where to go. But my thing is, my mama, I figured, y'all know what it remind me of? Me taking my mama to vote. God, hold them back, hold back the tears. It reminds me of, y'all remember in Miss Jane Pittman, the movie Miss Jane Pittman, when Cicely Tyson was the old lady, and she went and they took her to town and she drank out the white only water fountain. That's what it reminds me of when I take my mama to vote. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, that's what it reminds me of when I take my mama to vote. And I just thought it was just, it humbles me when I take my parents to vote. Because I think about a time when my mom tells me the story of how she couldn't go into Woolworths downtown Augusta and eat with the white family that she lived with. And and y'all, I'm telling y'all, yeah, my mom my mom is 90. Y'all, my mom is 90. She tells me about how it used to cause her, how her and her mom used to get on a train and ride from one town to another, from Plum Branch to McCormick, on the train for 5 cents. I would continue. You know what? Let me let me tell you why I would vote. If I figured out that they were doing what they wanted to with the votes, guess what I would do? I would come part of the system, because now I got to figure out what's going on. I would become part of the system, and I actually was going to run for council council here in my town, for county council, for my area. But then they got two great people, so two great people already to split the vote. So ain't no need of me getting in there and being number three. So yeah. But yeah, my mom, y'all, I'm telling y'all, my mom tells me about uh how she walked. You know what I'm saying? How they used to walk from one town to the next to go to parties, to go party and stuff. And like they said, they be walking and like somebody might stop and pick them up and put them in the car and they ride to the party together. My mom talks about that kind of thing. And it's funny to me because it's a Chinese restaurant right here in town now. And the Chinese restaurant used to be like the club, like the little club area. And they said it was like a diner, hangout restaurant. All the black people would have to go around to the side door. and the white people go through the front door. I'm like, it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. And it's amazing to me. They used to talk about, it was this they had this bench in town, and it would be like these older black men that would be sitting up there and talking. They called it the buzzard roost. Now, has anybody ever seen a buzzard? Buzzard birds are huge, and they're mean looking. And they all look old. And they would say that these guys were on the buzzard roost. And y'all know the light-skinned guy that sing in my church, the people that have been in my church service that have come and seen Mr. Hampton, they said his granddad was one of the most prolific preachers around here. They said his dad was a preacher too. Exactly, a vulture. They used to say we got a whole bunch of vultures around here. So yeah, and that's what they would do. But these men, they would sit on this like bench, like this stoop, and they would say they was at the buzzard roost. The guys were sitting on the buzzard roost. But it would only be black guys sitting there. And so yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all heard some of the stories around here, like Mr. Hampton, the guy that sing in my church, like I said, his dad was a minister. My mother and father got married at his house. They actually went and knocked on the door, and my dad married my mother at his house in the middle of the night. And and Mr. Hampton tells me he remembers when my parents got married. He was a little boy. He was a little old boy. He was only about 4 or 5 years old. But they tell me about Mr. Hampton's granddad, Big John DeVoe. They say he used to ride in a truck and say he was so big he couldn't close the door. But he was that man say he could sing. But Mr. Hampton can sing. Ooh, Mr. Hampton can sing. Miss Hampton can sing. They can sing. Y'all got some singing folks to see. You right about that. He is good when you own the land. And I think that more of us need to own land. More of us need to get together and get land. I really believe that. Because land seems to be the only thing that don't depreciate. And y'all know what? Y'all believe it or not, the town I live in, McCormick, they still got a gold mine around here. That's her granddad. That's her grandbaby. The little girl at the pianist be holding, that's her grandbaby. But she got another. The other they got another. She got a niece. Her brother's daughter. Her mother be getting a brother's daughter too. The mother, y'all listen. They say they mama told all of them to play. All of them could play, except one son. And guess what? His daughter plays. His daughter plays. All of them play. She and the pianist, the actual pianist that actually plays, and that was the mother that played on Sunday. But the daughter that plays, all three of her kids play, and they play more than one instrument. The two older boys play piano. One plays saxophone. One plays trumpet. Both of them play drums. Let me see. They both play piano and drums. One plays saxophone. One plays trumpet. The other son, the baby boy, he was playing the trombone for a while. And when he was playing the trombone, I was like, the trombone bigger than you, son. That's my y'all. Her other son, her baby boy. That's my birthday twin. They are. They're a talented family. And then she got another. Her brother, the brother that don't play the piano. His daughter and his oldest son, both of them play. And let me see. Then yeah, most of our grand. We gonna have a parade on tomorrow, Corinne. We gonna have a parade tomorrow. We gonna have a Juneteenth parade tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock. Yep, it's gonna be in the middle of town. Ain't like the town that big. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Not June 10th, Juneteenth. 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 And what Juneteenth is that's when the slaves really were emancipated. Corinne, I can't believe you lived in Texas and you don't know what Juneteenth is. Juneteenth. That's 1865. Okay, y'all know. Remember, the Emancipation Proclamation was read. They had July 4th, and that was supposed to be Independence Day. That's not our Independence Day. Our Independence Day came in 1865. Basically, what happened was a whole year, almost a year after the Emancipation Proclamation was read, that's when Texas learned that slavery was over. They didn't learn that slavery was over until like a whole year almost. 1865. That's when they learned that slavery really was over with. So they were still enslaved down in Texas. Oh, Divine Wisdom, your sister gonna run for county council. That's cool. And you know what? My thing is, I've run for the school board in my here. I did. I ran for school board. I'm gonna tell y'all, I can't complain if I'm not civically minded. If I'm not doing it, oh no, Corinne. No, I'm not telling you to celebrate. As a matter of fact, Corinne, they just made it a holiday. The Congress just made it a holiday, a national holiday, because people were complaining. Why do they get Juneteenth? Well, guess what? I don't even understand why they gonna complain about people get June. Do you know they still got they still got Confederate holidays down here? They got Confederate Day here in South Carolina, in my town. They got Confederate Day. It's actually a holiday. It's actually a holiday. Confederate. They be like, how they got a Confederate holiday? How they got Confederate Day? Come on. They lost the war. No, Corinne, you good. Because guess what? I didn't celebrate Juneteenth either. Because, hey, look, in D.C., before Martin Luther King Jr. birthday was a holiday, we used to celebrate MLK Day. Because I remember when Stevie Wonder first came up with Happy Birthday to You. I remember when he first came up with that, and he used to come down to D.C., and he used to sing it on the steps of the Capitol. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we ain't got no Confederate statues down here. We ain't got no Confederate statues down here. But tomorrow, if the gate is open, I'm gonna go show y'all where my brick is. I got a brick to commemorate that I was in the military. I'm part of the monument. And then I am thinking about, because they're about to do a veterans park here. They're opening up a veterans park here in our town. And so I'm thinking about buying a brick for there. My father and them, I know my father and them gonna ask me why I ain't do one for my uncles and stuff. But I ain't doing all the bricks for all of them. I ain't doing all of them. I bought the bricks for the other monument. I'm not doing it for this one. So, but I'm gonna get my brick for the main one. So, I'm telling y'all, I like it down here. I honestly, I'm gonna tell y'all why I like it down here in this town. This town I'm in, I'm gonna tell y'all why I like it. Everywhere you go, for the most part, people pretty cool. Um, in my town that I live in, there are a lot of transplant of white people here, and most of the white people came from up north, and they live up in the village. They live up in the village, and on the waterfront and all that stuff. But they on the golf course, not the waterfront, on the golf course. They live on the golf course, and I thought they were like snobbish, and I thought they were like, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was like, ugh, these white people are out, it's white people against the black people. But I'm telling y'all, guess what? I go to the Catholic church. Them folks are so cool with me. I go to the Lutheran church by the lake. Them folks are so cool with me. I go to the Methodist church. Them folks cool with me. And everybody here, like I said, I tell people, everybody in this town pretty much is like, all right, we cool. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be like white against black when I first got here, but it's not. It's not really. And uh, the white people in the village, they pretty much always want to help people. So, like, for instance, they got this thing where whenever they get rid of something, they call me. What you say? They say he still sounds like you. So, like, all right. So, like, say for instance, if they got a bed, or and they'll call me like they get. Look, y'all, these folks up there in the village. I got a friend. He worked at the church. He was working at the Baptist church and a Catholic church. So the Baptist church was like, we can't afford to keep you anymore as a janitor, and so the Catholic church found him a job, y'all. They made his job permanent and full time at the Catholic church. Not only did they do that, they gave him some. This guy that go to the church gave him he got a drop top. Is it a drop top Benz, or I think it's a drop top Benz that the guy said he was too old for it. He was getting rid of it. He gave the guy a Benz, a drop top. I think it's a drop top Benz for about $2,000, and it got low mileage on it, y'all. And it still got low mileage. Cause I'm like, why you don't ever drive the Benz? He was like, and if you see him, you would never think that he even supposed to be in that car. He's this guy. They helped him out. He was an ex-drug user, the ex-drug addict, high school dropout, and all of that. But he started going to church, got his life together, turned around and everything. And them people, you talk about them people help him whatever he need. When I tell you whatever he need, he ended up getting a whole house. They got him on the Habitat for Humanity, got him a house, got him a truck. He got a car. So he got a truck, a house, a car, everything. He got everything he need now. He was an ex-drug addict. And he got cleaned up and sober, and they got him a job. Yeah. That's the kind of thing they do around here. If they know you in need, they'll help you out, for real, for real. When I told my girlfriend, Okay, so let me tell y'all the story. All right, so I had a refrigerator in my house, but I had this lady that I used to work for at Liberty Tax. She was like, I'm about to move and I'm about to get rid of my refrigerator and all that stuff. She said my refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher. And then she said, "Oh, and my friend getting rid of her stove, dishwasher, and refrigerator stuff too." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Hold on." So my brother was like, "Get it, cause I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put one in my house." And then since I had given my girlfriend my refrigerator, I took I took the other refrigerator. So my brother actually took the good refrigerator out of my girlfriend's house, and he took the stove and everything, so it'll be all matching. And I gave my girlfriend my stove and refrigerator out of my house because she was moving. Y'all listen, it's only me in the house. I don't be cooking like that, and I don't like to have a refrigerator because all I'm gonna do is put like snacks in it, and I'll be snacking all day and night. So I had given her my refrigerator, but then this other lady gave me a nice big refrigerator. So whenever the when my brother now my brother refrigerator, his refrigerator, stove, and dishwasher, all that's still working. My stove and refrigerator ended up going out, but I think what happened is I had a power surge in my house, so both on without. So I just got rid of my refrigerator, and then I ended up with another stove. They gave me another stove. They was like, I was like, man, my stove went out. They was like, that stove went out. I was like, mm-hmm. They went and got me a stove. They called me on. I told the girl on Friday that my stove was out. They called me Monday and told me to be at this house, and they got me a stove. I got dangerous crazy. Sorry about that, y'all. So that's how that worked out. So it worked out that I was able to get a stove, a refrigerator, and everything. So I ended up not getting another refrigerator because I don't want another refrigerator. So what I did in reference to the refrigerator, I just got one of the little college refrigerators. I got two college refrigerators in my house, and only one of them hooked up because I don't be want to have a whole bunch of stuff in there. They will. They'll help you. Now they will help you. That's the thing. Y'all listen. My girlfriend, when she moved out and she got her new house, I gave her all my furniture. So I was like, in my house, I ain't had no furniture. When I say my furniture, I mean like, I gave her my living room furniture. I wasn't going in my den. I gave her a TV and everything. So anyway, when I finally did, guess what? They be calling me. They be like, we got somebody that want to get rid of recliners. Y'all, I got a set of nice recliners in my house. My sister got a set of recliners in her house. Uh, I got some Haverty. I got a nice Haverty sofa set in my house. It's a nice set from Haverty. I'm talking about heavy furniture. Nice heavy furniture. So, I'm just saying. I like the folks around here. They do stuff for everybody. Um when my cousin I had a cousin, my cousin that just died, when she first moved into her place, because she had been homeless for a long time. So we helped her get her apartment. And when we helped her get her apartment, I told different people around here that, I was helping her get her apartment. People from my church, they gave her, people from my church, they gave her everything that she needed to be set. They gave her soap, they gave her female products, they gave her pots and pans, they gave her dishware. She had everything. Somebody else gave her food cards. People gave her food cards for the grocery store. They gave her furniture. Hey, Miss Philadelphia. When I say they gave her furniture, they gave her furniture. They furnished her whole apartment. They gave her a desk. Somebody gave her a computer because they knew she was going to school to get her GED. Um, I mean, when I say they set her up, they set her up. I'm talking about they gave her a bed. She got sheets. I mean, they gave her all the linen. They gave her towels and wash rags. They gave her like mops, brooms, buckets, uh, cleaning supplies. When I say all she had to do is move into her place and take her book bag, she had TVs. They had given her a TV, a VCR, not a VCR, DVD. Yeah, they gave her all of that. She had everything that she needed when she got in her apartment, and that's how they do. So she not the only person, but if I call them right now and tell them whatever I need, oh, I got a family in need of this, this, and this, I've seen them give families cars. Like certain people, they were getting rid of their older car. They be like, I'm getting this, and I don't want to sell it, but I don't want to give it away, like that. To yeah. So I say anybody, and I'm gonna tell y'all, they not the only people around here that help. Everybody around here in this town help. If you let somebody know that you need something, they'll help you. For instance, this girl needed an operation for her eye. These churches weren't playing. The churches and the people around here were not playing. They got that girl that operation for her eye. They got her everything she needed for her eye. Sure did. Sure did. They got her everything she needed. They told them how much she needed. They got her the money. These people around here don't be playing. I be like, for y'all to be the poorest and need the most, y'all will put $2.50 together for somebody. I ain't lying. They will put $2.50 together for somebody around here. Do you hear me? They will. They will. So I'm gonna call my friend. And you know what? You say everybody need help. I'm gonna pray God. You need help with your car. Drop your cash app in there. You know what? My thing is everybody. I pray that everybody that needs whatever. I believe. I'm gonna tell you, divine wisdom. I'm gonna tell you what I've done for the last week and a half. I've gotten up and I said, God, you and I. God is you and I. And I believe that you are going to do everything you said that you would do for me in the Bible. I believe that you will not allow me to be begging for bread. I believe that you are going to be a blessing and you're going to manifest things in my life that I need, that I don't even know I need. And I have seen God work in ways this last week that I know. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. One thing about me, I always have said, and I always will say, that God will show up and work in our favor when we don't even know that we need him. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Even when we don't know that we need God to work out some things, I know for a fact that God will work things out. Y'all listen. When I left my husband in North Carolina, I had ended up that weekend. I don't know if anybody ever heard me tell this story, but my first husband and I had gotten into a fight. I was graduating that Saturday. That Monday, I ended up in jail because he was stomping me with them boots. And I just found something, I threw it at him, and it cut his face. When it cut his face, because he was in military uniform, I ended up in jail. They let me go that next night on my own recognizance. I got home. When I went to jail with some biker shorts, flip flops, and a tank top. I went home. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how good God is. When I say God, He'll be your lawyer in the courtroom. Listen at what I'm telling y'all. God will be your lawyer in a courtroom. And I'm going to tell y'all why I say that. And I know some of y'all ain't going to like this kind of teaching, but He will be. I went to court that Monday, that next day. And I was in court. And them lawyers, the prosecutor and the prosecutor and my lawyer were talking to each other. Yeah, well, she's supposed to stay in jail for 72 hours because it's domestic violence. And he's a soldier. And they were just talking. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, they was talking all over me like I wasn't there. It was a black judge, y'all. And they told me I couldn't say nothing. Zip your lip. You can't say nothing. That's what my lawyer told me. And they was talking, and the judge was about to say, okay, we're going to remand her. I said, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor. I started talking so fast, y'all. I said, Your Honor, I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. I said, Your Honor, I'm graduating from Fayetteville State University on Saturday. He came in the house and he was hitting me, and he stomped me, and I was on the floor, and he's, I'm telling y'all, I started talking so fast, I don't know. And the bailiff in the court went up there and talked to the judge. Come to find out, that bailiff was the husband of the secretary of the school I was graduating from in Fayetteville. And he knew about the problems my ex-husband and I were having because his wife was counseling me. And he had met me. He went up there and whispered something in the judge's ear. The judge said, I know she's supposed to stand for 72 hours, but we're going to let her go on her own recognizance. Doom. Which means, bye, go on, just show back up in court. You don't owe no money. And I walked out of there. And I had to stay in town for that next Tuesday after I graduated. So my family came down that Saturday. My ex had to move out the house, but I had to stay there until I went back to court on that next Tuesday. I went the next Tuesday. They gave me the order. They were like, you can leave. But this is the thing, y'all. I was going to D.C. I did not have a job or anything, which means I ain't had no money or nothing. I just got out of college. But the part I didn't tell y'all is right before I graduated, I had went to D.C. and went to D.C. public schools. And I had put in an application for a job. Y'all, I got a newspaper article and everything. I was in the Washington Post where they talked about this big hiring, because they were doing this big hiring thing. I had not even taken my test yet, y'all, to pass my test to become a teacher. So I went to the job interview. So I was waiting to hear back from D.C. to see if I was even going to be a teacher in D.C. Y'all, that Sunday night, this was after my family had left. I was sitting in the living room. I was sitting in that house. I was by myself. It was dark in there. Y'all, was in that living room. I was crying. I was crying out to God. Y'all would not believe how I was crying out to God. I was asking God, just show me something. Am I really supposed to leave this man? Am I supposed to stay here? Are things going to get better? Am I going to be okay? What do I need to do? Y'all, believe it or not, it was 10:30 at night. 10:30 at night, the lady from DC Public Schools called me and told me I was hired. That's why I knew that God told me I need to go someplace else. Y'all, I'm sitting up here crying because it was just, why would somebody, this lady called me at 10:30 at night. Y'all, when have you ever heard of anybody calling somebody about a job offer at 10:30 at night? Me and that lady stayed on the phone till about 11:30. That lady told me, I told her, I was crying. She was like, "What's wrong, sweetheart?" I said, "I'm just so happy I got a job." I was like, "But I don't have no money to get there." I was like, "How am I get to DC? My family's gone now, and I don't know how to get there." She told me, "Get somebody to rent a truck for me." She said, "You get somebody rent a U-Haul." She said, "We gonna pay for your U-Haul rental. We gonna pay for your U-Haul for your move from North Carolina to DC." Y'all, they paid for my move from North Carolina to DC, and she got me a job to work all summer long. They ended up giving me a job, and I worked all summer long, y'all. Now I'm gonna tell y'all how good God was. They ordered my ex-husband to pay for my insurance on my car. God didn't stop there. I was living in my mom and dad's house. I was walking up the street. I was looking for a house. I ain't had no money because, all right, I got the job, but they weren't paying. I mean, they were paying me, but they hadn't released my check. I walked up the street, and the house that's up the street from my mom and dad's house, this lady across the street was about to buy the house. But what happened is they told her, y'all know when they tell you when you buy a house, don't go and buy nothing else until after your closing. Well, this lady, she gonna go and buy furniture for the house. And they ended up not letting her get the house. Well, the guy ended up putting the house on the market. And so this guy, he was like real cool. He was like, "Yeah, this is my house." He was like, come to find out the dude was a disabled veteran. I was like, "I'm a disabled veteran." He said, "If you come up here tomorrow," he said, "just come up here tomorrow." He said, "I'll move your application to the front of everybody else's." I said, "I ain't got no credit." I said, "I'm getting divorced. I ain't got no money." I said, "I work for DC Public Schools, but they ain't paid me yet. I don't know when I'm going to get my paycheck." He said, "If you find $500 from someplace for good faith money," y'all, I lied to y'all not. That man got me in that house, and he gave me that house. I think it was 60,000 less than what he asked for. He gave me the house for 60,000 less than what he asked for. And I walked in that house, y'all. When I tell y'all I walked in that house, I walked in that house. And I'm telling y'all, when I walked away on faith. Because I'm going to tell y'all, me and my ex were fighting over stuff. But I listened at a sermon one night about Lot and his uncle. And they said, why is it that everything happened to them? It's because they was fighting over stuff. And he said, you notice when Lot let go of the stuff and left, he ended up more abundantly blessed. Y'all gotta let that stuff go. And I walked away. And guess what? God has not stopped blessing me yet. That's why I know that God is real and he will work for us. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I can't worry about nothing. I really can't. I am at a point, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, last month I was down. I was worried. And then I had to tell myself, Vivian, God can work things out. God faithful if he ain't nothing else. I promise y'all. I promise y'all that. He faithful if he ain't nothing else. Y'all can't believe I done sat up here at church on a Friday afternoon giving my testimony and crying. Whew. Well, at least I did finish my Father's Day gifts. And I thank y'all for being here with me. I thank y'all for being here with me. Because guess what? Y'all could have been any place else. You'll be able to pass it. You'll be able to get your eye exam. Look, I needed somebody. I know he must have had me talk about this because somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needed to hear this. Somebody needed to hear this. Wasn't just me having to tell you. It was somebody that needed to hear this. And guess what, y'all? I just thank God that, you know what I'm saying? He's still in the blessing business because he ain't have to be in the blessing business. Won't he do it? Won't he will? Well, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go home. I finished my bags. I ain't do that many this time because it ain't as many, man. See? I finished my bags. So, and I got some extra stuff just in case. Just in case somebody else come in and need something. I'll hook them up. But I thank y'all for coming and visiting with me today. I just thank y'all for coming in and showing me some love. Because you know what? I know some people that don't even get no love. But I pray that y'all have a good weekend. Y'all, I might do some videotaping at the Juneteenth parade, depending upon what happens. And y'all notice my hair growing out? Y'all will see what's going to happen on July 1st. All right, y'all. As my mama always says, live, love, and laugh. And as my dad always says, Lord, make us a blessing so we can be a blessing. And I hope I was a blessing to somebody. I hope my testimony reached out and touched somebody to let you know that we're going to be all right, y'all. They say there's wars and rumors of wars, but guess what? We're going to be fine. We're going to be all right. All right, y'all. And I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.